Have you ever walked into a room and felt invisible? Like no one truly noticed you? You start thinking, maybe I'm just average. Maybe I'm not attractive enough. But here's the truth that might shake your entire perception. You are more attractive than you think. Much more. The problem is, we've been conditioned to link attractiveness with filtered selfies, six-pack abs, and magazine covers. But real attraction, deep, undeniable magnetism, has nothing to do with perfection and everything to do with presence, psychology, and perception. What if I told you that the signs of your attractiveness are already showing? You just don't recognize them yet. What if people admire you in silence, feel drawn to you without you realizing, and you're radiating a charm that others can't explain? Today we're diving into 5 powerful signs, rooted in psychology and real-world experience, that prove you're far more attractive than you've ever believed. Stay till the end, because number 5 will challenge everything you think you know about how others see you. Let's break down the illusions. Let's reveal the truth. You're not invisible, you're impactful, and it's time you saw yourself through the lens of reality, not self-doubt. Number 1, people remember you more than you remember them. There's something hauntingly powerful about someone who sticks in your mind. Ever had someone come up to you saying, "Hey, I remember you from," while you're struggling to place their face? This isn't forgetfulness, it's a clue. Psychology calls it the impression bias. When someone triggers emotions, whether comfort, admiration, or curiosity, we remember them. And if people tend to remember you after just one encounter, it means you're leaving a lasting emotional imprint. Now think about this. Do people often recall details about you? Your laugh, your eyes, that one thing you said? Do they smile when they see you, even unexpectedly? These are signs of subconscious attraction. People may not always vocalize it, but when you walk into a room and shift the energy without trying, it shows that your presence is magnetic. Being memorable isn't about being loud. It's about being authentic. It's about the way you make people feel. Even your quiet confidence, your gaze, or how attentively you listen can make others feel seen. That connection? That's rare, and it's attractive. Attractiveness isn't about shouting, it's about resonance. If people remember you after you're gone, you're not just seen, you're felt. That's real power. So next time someone remembers your name, your words, or your vibe before you remember theirs, don't brush it off. Smile, because it means you're not just attractive, you're unforgettable. Number 2, strangers stare, but you mistake it for judgment. Here's a bitter truth most people overlook. We interpret attention through the filter of insecurity. When someone looks at us for just a little too long, our minds race. Is there something on my face? Am I being judged? But science tells a different story. Studies on nonverbal communication reveal that extended eye contact often signals attraction or deep curiosity, especially when it's unaccompanied by confrontation or conversation. In psychology, this is known as prolonged gaze, and it typically occurs when someone is subconsciously fascinated by your appearance, energy, or demeanor. Now ask yourself, how often do strangers look at you when you're walking by? On the train, in a coffee shop, at the grocery store, those glances aren't always negative. In fact, most of them aren't. But because we're wired to notice threat over praise, we assume the worst. The truth? Staring is one of the rawest forms of attraction. It bypasses language, cuts through the noise and says, there's something about you. Whether it's your posture, facial symmetry, or aura, something about you is captivating. So next time you catch someone looking, don't shrink. Don't turn away in shame. Hold the moment. Own the gaze. Chances are they're not judging. They're admiring. You just never believed you deserved it. Number 3, you receive compliments on unusual traits. Ever noticed how people compliment things you never really liked about yourself? Maybe it's the gap in your teeth, your deep voice, the way your hair curls naturally when it rains. These are not flaws, they're features, unique ones. And in the world of attraction, distinctiveness is magnetic. Psychologically, we are drawn to features that stand out, not necessarily the most beautiful in the textbook sense, but the ones that are uncommon, expressive, and real. Compliments on your dimples, freckles, scars, or quirks are often deeper than surface-level appreciation. They reflect emotional intrigue. Because here's the thing, people don't fall in love with perfection. They fall in love with character. And when someone takes the time to notice a trait you barely think about, or perhaps even dislike, that's not just attraction, that's deep admiration. Next time someone compliments your weird laugh or your calm voice, don't dismiss it. Understand it for what it is. Proof that your uniqueness is a form of beauty. And that beauty is doing more work than you know. You are more attractive because you're not trying to fit in. You're standing out without even trying. That's rare. That's beautiful. That's you. Number 4, people open up to you fast. Have you ever had someone tell you their life story within minutes of meeting you? It starts innocently, "How was your day?" and ends in confessions, childhood trauma, or emotional breakdowns. It's not an accident. It's not weird. It's a sign of emotional safety, and emotional safety is irresistibly attractive. We are wired to seek emotional refuge in others. And when someone exudes presence, calm, and empathy, even silently, it creates a powerful effect. People lean in, walls fall, truths spill out. This phenomenon is backed by psychology. Mirror neurons in the brain reflect emotions. When you're grounded, others feel grounded too. When you're non-judgmental, others open up. You become a mirror of safety and self-expression. And here's the twist. People often confuse this with just being nice. But there's a reason they choose you, not everyone. You make them feel seen. You make them feel understood. That's not ordinary. That's exceptional. Attractiveness isn't only about physical allure. It's about emotional gravity. If people trust you fast, it's because your presence speaks before you do. That quiet charisma, that silent invitation to truth, that's the kind of beauty no makeup can create. Own it. It means you're attractive in the rarest, realest way possible. Number 5, you underestimate the power of your vibe. Let's be honest, we are our own worst critics. You stand in front of the mirror, notice every flaw, and wonder why you don't get noticed more. But while you're focused on how you look, others are mesmerized by how you make them feel. Your vibe, your energy, is your real superpower. It can't be faked, it can't be bought, and it's more powerful than any outfit or filter. In social psychology, this is known as effective presence, the emotion you leave people with. Some people drain others, some people lift others, and some, without even realizing it, inspire desire, admiration, and comfort, just by being there. Think about it. Do people smile when you walk into the room? Do they seem lighter around you? More playful? More open? More drawn in? That's not luck. That's your emotional frequency. You may never hear them say it out loud, but you are the person they replay in their minds later. You're the voice in the silence. You're the warmth they didn't know they needed. So stop doubting your light. Your vibe is speaking volumes, even when you're silent. That's not average. That's extraordinary. That's you. Conclusion. So now you know, attraction isn't about perfection. It's about energy, presence, uniqueness, and emotional depth. If people remember you, stare at you, open up to you, compliment your quirks, or just seem to light up around you, you're more attractive than you've ever realized. The world may never scream your beauty out loud, but the whispers are there, in glances, in unexpected texts, in the way people shift when you enter the room. Don't ignore these signs, embrace them, own them, because you are seen, you are felt, and you are far more captivating than you think. You don't need permission to be attractive. You already are. So here's your challenge. Stop underestimating yourself. Start standing in your power. The mirror can't measure your impact, but the world can feel it. If this message touched something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment below what sign resonated with you the most. And if you're ready to see more truths about yourself, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. Remember, real beauty doesn't beg. It just exists, and it changes everything.